playing when I talk about them, man. The mothership connection, right? But how does it go? Swing down, sweet chariot, stop and let me ride. Swing down, sweet chariot, stop and let me ride. Bolo, what you know about that? What you know about that parliament, man? What you know about that parliament? Shout out to Brother Bolo, man. Brother Bolo. You know what, y'all? I'm actually mad at Bolo, man. I'm actually mad at Bolo. I was driving in the car, man. I'm listening to one of my songs, LTD, right? I think the name is Holding On. Holding On. I'm listening to Holding On, right? I like that little bass in there. Boom, 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 boom. That's one of my songs. I mean, y'all know I'm actually a musician from back in the day, right? So I like music, man. I really like the music. And so I'm listening to LTD. Guess who calls me? Hey, Brother Clarence, what's going on? Like he didn't even interrupt me while I was listening to LTD, right? I go, Bolo, what's going on, brother? Yeah, brother, I'm just calling you because I want to interrupt you, man. I know all the way from on the East Coast, you listening to LTD. That's one of your favorite songs, and you trying to listen and get into the group. I just thought I'd call you right now. I told the brother, I said, bro, Bolo, I'm going to give you a pass on this one. I'm going to give you a pass on this one. I don't know if I'm going to give him a pass on the next one. I don't know. I'm going to have to interrupt his show, right? Bolo said, that's what I do, my G. I know. That's why we love you, brother. That's why we love you. And he said, I love that song. I love Jeffrey Osborne. One of my favorites. Yeah, me too. That bass. Boom, 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 boom. And Eddie. This man caught me right in the middle of the bass. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, this Bolo, Clarence. What's going on, man? Oh, I know you listen to LTD. I can see that all the way from over here on the East Coast. That's why I'm just calling you now to interrupt you. Nah, shout out. Me and my brother had a good talk, man. We had fun. We talked for about 15 minutes, man. Then we had this break. But man, good brother, man. Good brother. Like I said, man, if you guys have any issue, I'm going to suggest, I don't do this a lot, but I'm going to suggest going over to Bolo TV, man. At least hear the brother out. Clarence, I don't want to hear all that scripture stuff. Hear the brother out. Well, I think I tell you, one of the things I like about Bolo is it's not going to be the thithers come the thithers, hithers, the thithers. It's going to be broken down into a way where, you can take it, you can eat it, you can get something out of it, man. And then you can make your own, uh, decision, about the brother, man. You can make your own decision about the brother. What's good, brother, man? Good information. And when I went over there, I saw on his page, brother's got like about 40 different resources, man, for every different issue that may come up in somebody's life. All kind of resources, man, from self-deleting to all kind of issues, man. All kind of issues over there. Anybody going over to anybody going over to Bolo TV and saying they have an issue that they don't know who to call or who to talk to, I have to really look at them suspect, man, because there's a lot of information. Even if Bolo never said one word, just all of the information that's on the page, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, man. But me and my brother, man, we had a good conversation, man. Shout out. Looking forward to having a lot more with him, man. But yeah, man. Negro said, what you know about Jeffrey Osborne? Hey, Bolo said he watching you, Eddie. Hey, you start talking about Jeffrey Osborne, man. You know the girls like Jeffrey Osborne, Bolo, calm down. You know the girls like Jeffrey Osborne, man. He said, I can't blame myself, nobody but myself. Yeah, that's all right. See, that's all right, y'all. I gave Bolo a pass on that one. I gave him a pass on that one. But I don't know if he interrupt another Jeffrey Osborne, man. I might have to show up. I might have to come up on that panel, man. And then they just have to spank me with those scriptures, man. And I just sit there and be like, yeah, yeah. I'm listening anyway. I might as well get up on the panel one of these days. I'll be sitting back listening anyway. But yeah, man, if you guys really, like I said, man, if you guys listen on the replay or listening, man, in the bushes, and maybe you got an issue right now, maybe you're not feeling too good, maybe maybe something happening in your life, man. Something's happening, man. Telling you, go over and see this brother, man. Go over to Bolo TV. You know what I mean? Because you might be feeling me. But going over to this brother, man, that brother might open some whole new doors for you, man. You know what I mean? So shout out to the brother. I just like I like real people, man. And I like people that are like me, where this is what me and Bolo got in common. One of the things we have in common is that we want to help the people. Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice to have 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, and like that, and on and on and on. Yeah, that would be nice. But the best thing is, and you can go to this brother's page and ask him for yourself. And I'm sure he'll say the same thing. The best thing is when that person say, you know what, thank you, you helped me. That one person that he say, you know what, you helped me, thank you. I appreciate that, man. You made me look at that a different way. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's what we're here for, man. We in the construction business, man. We here trying to build people up. So Game, I recognize, man. He's the same type of dude like me, man. I ain't gonna just throw you away. I may not rock with what you're doing, but I ain't gonna just throw you away. I will leave a key under the mat for you if you decide you want to come. At some point, you tired of getting, out there being sloshed around. You decide you want to get some counsel. The key is right there under the mat for you. All you gotta do is come on in and sit down and start talking. That Bolo is that type of guy, in my opinion. Right? Where's the link? I'm gonna bring this man up. I'm gonna bring this young man up here. Y'all can see for yourself. Y'all can talk to the man for yourself and see for yourself. Good dude, man. But shout out to Bolo. Bolo just gave us a generous donation, man. I gotta put your name in the book, Bolo. I think you got to be in the $100 club by now, Bolo. You got to be in the $100 club by now. Let me add you to let me add you to my book, man. What's going on, brother?
What's the deal, yo? What's going on, my G?
Not much, man. Not much.
You keep threatening me. You're going to get these hands in the Saturday talk. You know what I'm saying?
Eddie, I had to snitch on him, right? I had to snitch on him about coming in with that. I was listening to that Jeffrey Osborne, and I told him right there. I said, man, I don't give you a pass on this one, man.
You did. I got the pass. I'll do my best not to mess. Jeffrey Osborne.
Man, you better call me. I don't care what I'm listening to. You better call me. I'm gonna
I'll text you first.
Don't call
How about
me,
that? I'll text you first and say, is it a good time to call?
No, man, you better just call me, man. You send me a text first, man. I'm going to really mess with you. I'm going to really go off on you, man. What's going on, man? What you got going on tonight? Or what's the rest of the week look like for you, man, as far as show?
The rest of the week, today, at a doctor's appointment, so I didn't do anything this morning. Okay. But we read every morning from 7 to like 8:30. And then Wednesdays, we have, Wisdom Wednesday at 9:30. And then we have Testimony on Friday when we just rock out. Where people come up and they talk about their strengths, their weaknesses, what they're going through. Generally they ask questions and things of that nature. So, it's about you, again, one of the main things that we do in the village, right, is the AAA, right? Acknowledgement, acceptance, and application.
I thought that was beautiful, man, when you said that. Man.
Yeah, so we deal with that a lot, acknowledging that you are the reason why you are in the place that you're in, and acknowledging the ramifications of the decisions that you make. And in between acknowledgement and acceptance is the learning curve, right? So once you learn what you've done, you become a better man. So you're a better version. You're a better version than how you walked in. And then last and certain not least is application. So a lot of the times, the reason why we as a people don't learn is because we push the blame on other people, because of the government, because of this. We know the government did it. When I've coached my son's basketball team, my thing to them was never leave the game in the referee's hands. We don't care about what the referee is saying. We do what we do. You dig what I'm saying? And if we play our game where we need to play it, then we don't have to worry about the referee.
Right.
So when you're worrying about the referee, that means the game is too close. That means that you're hoping. We don't deal with that. You know what I'm saying? If you do the work, you do the knowledge, you be patient, and you wait for this information, you wait and you slow it down. A lot of the times we move too fast. We don't take the time to understand clarity. You ever heard, like that old cliche, measure twice, cut once.
Right.
The foundation of something is so important. This is why they do topical soil, tests to make sure that this ground is capable of maintaining this weight. So us as men, we have to understand that, you're going to have a lot of weight on your shoulders. Typically a family, a village, other people. So we have to make sure that our foundation is strong. So don't rush into being a father. Don't rush into being a husband, because if your foundation ain't right, if you don't grade that ground, if you don't lay the rebar down, if you don't put the cement, if you don't do it correctly, it is very hard to correct a foundation when there's a structure on it. It's very hard. Not that it can't be done, but it is very hard to do. And if you would have just taken your time, and the people that suffer for it are the children. When you have two children, trying to raise a child, typically you have three children, and the baby is the one that suffered, because the two that brought the baby into this world, they think they know everything. So when you're trying to explain to them, listen, man, you need to relax and chill. No, pride. So we need to be able to be examples. So, I'm glad you're doing what you're doing with the fundraiser, and, you're having conversations with the brothers about, if we leave something out, I'm not going to be able to cover everything, and that's a good thing, because if Bolo covered everything and Bolo didn't need nobody, then what would be the purpose of the village? There would be no purpose. So this spiritual building that's being built, every brick has a place. Some bricks are bigger than others. Some bricks may be important. But here's the thing. When you bump your pinky toe on the bed, that little pinky toe that's insignificant shuts you down.
Oh, man.
That little pinky toe shuts you down. So every person is important. Every person has a brick to lay. Every person is important. And that's what we let people know, that, you might think that you're insignificant. And those are the ones that become the most dangerous people. The ones that think they're insignificant when you are significant. Everyone is. And that's the beauty of what we do.
Bolo, I want to ask you a couple questions, man.
Please.
Because I got you here, man. I know you're busy.
Yeah, brother, talk to me.
I'm gonna ask you a couple quick questions. Number one.
Yes.
What exactly are you trying to accomplish with your channel, man? What are you trying to accomplish with that?
To leave the earth a better place than I found it. Doing the Lord's work. And in doing the Lord's work, it's teaching men how to be men by example, and teaching women how to be women by example. Because the definition of what a man is and the definition of what a woman is, it's the same thing. Integrity, character, and all these different things. It's the same thing.
Okay, so
it's not that hard. The thing that makes a good man, the thing that makes a good woman is God. And you being obedient, and you having a relationship with him, and that's what keeps you in order, not man.
Agreed. Do you, okay, so now you talk about the village. What exactly is the village? Because I want everybody to know, because I'm always, shouting out Bolo, right? But I want y'all to hear from Bolo's mouth what Bolo's got going on over there. Okay, so what exactly is the village?
The village is a construction of people that have come together and understand that we are nothing without the Father. Okay. And it starts with each individual understanding their position in the Father. And by understanding their position in the Father, they understand their position in the village, and that we need each other. right? The village is a place where you're going to get the truth, but it's going to be cocooned in love, right?
Okay.
Because truth given without love is a weapon. So we typically have three people up on the stage, right? It's myself, Lyric, and Anthony.
Yeah,
And,
that's our brother. Yeah.
so typically, it's one of us that are on the stage that is, might be leading the lesson or, narrating the conversation or, giving it direction. But it's everyone, because the beauty in the village is, even though us three, we three might be on the stage, you have Anae, you have Butterfly, you have Mama B in the village, ministering to the person that might be asking a question. So it's not just us on the stage, it's the people. So it's not just three people doing it's everyone. Everyone is included. Everyone is important. And that's the foundation of what we're trying to bring back. It isn't about just Brother Clarence. It isn't about just Rico. It's about everybody. Stop waiting for someone to be the catalyst and be the change that you can be. Because a lot of us have these notions in ourselves and we know what we need to do. We know that this thing that we can be can help the village, right? Can help our community. But a lot of us, we're so afraid we wait for someone else to do it. So what we do here is, listen, man, you know what you need to do. You know what your community needs. Be that. Be that catalyst. Don't wait for someone else.
See, when Bolo said sound good, man. When me and Rico said, man, we get beat they beat the tar out of us,
I get beat down too, man. I get called a sample. I get called all those different things, But when people call you different names, you're doing something right.
Well, man.
You're doing something right. If everyone agrees with you, then look in the mirror. Something ain't good. So, and
Okay.
That's basically what it is.
I got a hard one for you, Bolo. I got a hard one for you.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say I got an issue with either the way you're teaching the scriptures, or I got an issue with one of the scriptures. I got an issue. Am I welcome to question that?
Absolutely.
On the program?
Right.
I saw that with my own eyes. I saw that
with your own eyes, right? You saw it.
But I want you to be able to say it for yourself.
Again, listen, man. There's three of us that typically come up on the stage, and there's other people that are there. So it's myself, Lyric, and Anthony. And there's other people that come up on stage, right? Like Ricky, and we'll have AMF. But here's the thing. We're not going to have all the answers. This is why we have people come up, because the Lord ain't only speaking through me. You know what I'm saying? So again, I don't care how you get the message, as long as you get the message correctly.
See, me and this dude, man, we the same.
So, that's what's important. The thing is this, a lot of the times, as you seen that night, it was becoming a situation where it was, it was becoming a browbeating. So, I had to put a stop to it, because at the end of the day, man has to understand that we're not the one that grows the plant. We're not the one. Our job is to maintain the plant, right? Feed the plant and water the plant. God gives the increase. God chooses when that seed is going to sprout and come out that ground, not man. So I can browbeat Brother Clarence all day. If it's not meant for him to get it today, but next week, that's when he's going to get it. So my job is to make sure the man or the woman that I'm talking to, right, that I tailor the message in a way that you can receive it. Because the way I speak to you may not be the same way that I talk to Jill's Chocolate Boutique. She may receive it a different way. So 2 + 2 is 4. But I may need to tailor it in a way that she can understand, opposed to you. You might be from the streets. So I'm going to talk to you. When that drug dealer walked around the corner, I'm going to give you examples that you can click to. You know what I'm saying? Christ told you, to the weak I became weak, to the strong I became strong. I'm not going to give a weak man milk. He's not going to understand it. He's not going to feel that message. So I'm going to tailor it to you to the best way I know possible.
Man. I think I got one more for you, Bolo.
Okay.
Can you handle one more, man?
I can handle one more.
So far, you hit them all out the park, man. Okay. Let's hit one more. Okay. Is anybody welcome to come to your panel? And is there any restriction on anybody coming to the panel to the chat or the panel Is there any restrictions? Do you have any restrictions there besides the obvious being respectful, of course? But is there like any restrictions? Do you guys restrict anybody? I
Nah,
think I know the answer to that already, but I want you
all
to
are
speak
welcome.
already.
Nah, come through. As long
Yeah,
as everything is being done in decency and in order, and
right.
you're ready to have a conversation, you know, and understand that although we talk about depression, we talk about mental illness, we're biblically rooted.